out in the streets of Leeds because I've just been to the gym of Wolverhampton Wanderers. Get this, 2 Liverpool Football Club. I remind you, the champions of England, 1. It's not a really good start for a live stream, to be honest, to utter the words that I'm about to utter, but I genuinely do not have the words. I don't have the words for the stupidity and utter incomprehensible moronicness, if that's even a word, of what Liverpool have just done this evening. I really, really don't. First things first, folks. I'm going to have to stop. So if you're familiar with Leeds, I'm basically where the Cuthbert and Broderick is. I think it's still called the Cuthbert and Broderick. So you might well see me in there, because I am going to go to at least one of the Wetherspoons, and I'm going to fork out for a taxi, and I'm going to have 3 or 4 glasses of red wine. Because life isn't brilliant as it is, to be honest, for your boy at this precise moment. Not as bad as it was last year. But what I've just seen really does not help. I'm only going to be on for a few minutes, folks, quite honestly, because I am, to use a local expression, boiling. Absolutely furious beyond words. And most of you guys who know me, and by the way, if no one is going to end up watching, don't worry about it. I don't blame you. I don't particularly want to be doing it. Just going to find somewhere to stand. Look, I like to consider myself quite a level-headed football fan, I guess. I don't usually go in too hard on the boys, if I can help it. And look, obviously there was the whole thing with Diogo tonight that we've got to take into consideration. Hi Johnny, you all right, mate? So we've got to take that in consideration. Obviously it's very emotional. And can I just say, before I go on my epic rant, because it is going to be epic, so keep an eye out. I just wanted to say thank you very much to Wolverhampton Wanderers for what they did for Diogo tonight. It was absolutely magnificent. Brought a tear to my eye, literally. And yeah, I can't thank them enough. And again, to Wolves, I wish you all the best, and I'm truly, truly sorry for your loss. Like I said, when I went to Molineux this summer, I didn't take into account how badly it affected Wolves fans, and I apologise for that, because I was only thinking about myself and the Reds. But yeah, I just wanted to start off by saying thank you to Wolverhampton Wanderers for what you did for Diogo tonight. And look, as angry as I am, that is more important than any football match at the end of the day. And I just wanted to say again, Diogo, mate, I miss you. Still to this day, it does bring a tear to my eye. So thank you for Wolverhampton Wanderers for what you did tonight. First things first. Bring back Hell in a Cell. Johnny, you're usually trying to get me to talk about Liverpool instead of wrestling. Are you doing the opposite of me tonight, bro? Yeah. Do you know what, Johnny? If I'd watched Monday Night Raw, which I haven't, I would actually... you shut up, sweetheart. I would actually do the... yeah, let's get rid of this little toss pot. Right, I don't know who the hell that was, but Sonny, do one, sweetheart. Grow up and stop being a virgin. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to keep this brief, folks, because, like, I am livid. It's very, very rare that I am livid with Liverpool. Look, I've seen us lose. I've been a fan for like 40 odd years. I've seen us lose hundreds of matches by now, hundreds. Liverpool lose football matches, that's fine. But what they have wasted tonight is absolutely unbelievable. Unbelievable. So what should have happened is, tonight, we should now have a 6-point lead over Chelsea. We should basically be... Oh, there's a rat. Does anyone want to see a rat, guys? Hang on. Can you see that? Check that out. Sneaky little bugger. There you go. But you didn't think you were going to see a rat tonight, guys. So, yeah, welcome to Leeds. Yeah, no, there should be 3 points behind, well, level with Manchester United, level with Villa, Champions League, I wouldn't say sewn up, but, you know, looking decent. And then we can crack on and try and win the FA Cup and do something in Champions League. Absolutely brilliant, wonderful. And instead, the lads have produced, and I am going to be swearing on this one, folks, so I do apologise in advance if you've got kiddies. Liverpool have produced an absolutely epic pile and huge steaming buckets of shit this evening, instead of actually doing a football match. Oh, the rat's here again. Does anyone want to see it? There you go. Oh dear God, I'm being chased by a rat. That just sums my day up completely. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what to say, to be quite honest. Hi MT, what happened? Lost to Wolves. Yeah, we lost to Wolves. We were shit. I'm not going to defend the lads after that. It was absolutely complete fucking embarrassment, excuse my language. Starmer, not me, dude, not me. I'll keep my political opinions to myself, but I am not a fan of that gentleman. I'll just leave it at that. When Mr. Starmer actually bothers to get back to doing something about Hillsborough law for these guys, then I might respect him a damn sight more than I do at the minute. Is the only thing I'm going to say about that guy. Jesus Christ, the rat's back again. Bloody hell. Even the rats are hard in Leeds, honestly. Do you know what? That's actually quite cheered me up, to be honest. Yeah, look, folks, like I said, I'll let you into a little secret. So Tuesdays, I usually go to the gym, which I obviously need to, because check that out. Big fat boy. So I've been to the gym this evening, and basically a bit of arrogance on my part. I thought to myself, it's Wolves, be all right. So I'll go to the gym for an extra half an hour. Did a few reps. Quite a good workout actually, which you will not be interested in, I'm sure. Came back into Leeds, didn't think anything of it. I thought to myself, I'll go to a pub for the last 25 minutes. Watch the lads, there'll probably be a couple of goals up by that point. Finish off at Spoons, have a glass of wine, get a takeaway and go home. The rat's here again, guys, seriously. Jesus Christ, this is like the hardest rat I have ever seen. He's just not bothered whatsoever. We've actually got a rat in our house at the minute, by the way. Anyway, right, I'm going to move away from the rat because this is just annoying. I'll show you a bit more of the beautiful city of Leeds, which doesn't look so beautiful at the minute. Anyway, also as well, just to cap the night off, I've had to basically stay in town because I suddenly realised after we'd lost, I was like, why the hell are all these Leeds United fans doing here? And all of a sudden I was like, oh shit. And basically there was a tidal wave of about 20 million Leeds fans running towards me, so I've had to duck for cover. So I should actually be in my house at the minute, but I'm not actually in my house. Anyway, look, long story short, it was appalling, and I'm one of the lucky ones. I only was subjected to 15 minutes of it. I've reread everything that's happened, and I mean, the performance sounds hideous, to be honest, but I mean, the 20 minutes that I saw, I mean, Jesus Christ almighty, it was absolutely atrocious beyond words. Beyond words. I know Salah scored tonight, but I mean, good God, that was terrible. Terrible, and I am sorry. I know he didn't do much when he came on. Look, with the Rio Ingamo thing's gone on too long now. It's like a tidal wave. He has to play for Liverpool, now. Simple as that. If that's Gakpo coming out, if it's the almighty Mo Salah, who, and I'm being slightly sarcastic, and I don't wish to be rude, because obviously he's one of the best players that we've ever had, and I do love Mo Salah, but, I mean, call a spade, he's been terrible this season. Terrible. If his name wasn't Mo Salah, he would have been dropped. Good couple of months. Well, he could have been dropped from, I mean, let's have it right, he could have been dropped from September onwards. You know what I mean? He's been absolutely diabolical. Look, as I say, I can only really go through the goals because I missed a fair bit of the match. But and I'm sorry, I'm going to have to call him out. Virgil van Dijk, what on God's name are you doing? What was he doing? Now, I know people have been giving, I've already seen online people giving Canate a load of shit, and it's like, look, I mean, Verge is the one that caused the problem. I mean, what was the header all about? There was two of them. I mean, like I said, Verge is, look, he's pretty much been perfect for Liverpool, let's have it right. But when he makes a clanger, he makes a clanger. This was like the Arsenal goal. I don't know if everyone remembers, but the Arsenal 3-1, where I think we got it back to 1-1, and basically Verge and Alisson produce a moment of comedy that Morecambe and Wise would have been proud of. Diabolical, like Verge just literally just if you're not sure, none of us are going to shout. If you just head it out of play, job done, or just leave it for Ibu. And if you genuinely are not sure where the bloke is, I mean, for want of a better phrase, just take him out, take the foul. I mean, I don't know if Van Dijk had already been bought, so I mean, obviously this may be a really, really stupid comment. I've no idea if he'd been booked. If anyone could let us know, great. But like, it was just completely unnecessary. I mean, I've read the stats, and I mean, Wolves have scored from their own 2 shots on goal. And in fact, no, that's not quite right. I think they had another one in the end, so maybe there was like, basically that's a pretty decent batting average. Wolves have scored two goals from 3 shots on target. I've read somewhere, now I don't know because I didn't see all the first half. And I don't know if this is true, but one of the lads has just texted me saying that we've had 18 shots on goal and we've scored 1, which was a deflection. I mean, like I said, it just simply is not good enough. And no offence to Wolves, look, they scored the 2 goals. They deserve to win the football match. Simple as that. We can say possession and all this nonsense till the cows come home. If you score more goals than the opposition, then you deserve to win the football match. Simple as that, the end. So congratulations to Wolves. I mean, I'm actually hoping they could pull off the most hilarious great escape of all time. I mean, look, they won't, obviously, but I mean, I just looked at the table, actually. I mean, no one else is winning, and Wolves were, the last time I looked, they were about 20 points behind, and I've just looked tonight, they're about 11 points behind Forest, I think. I mean, it'll be interesting if they can get another couple of wins. So, I mean, do you know, I'm often to go to the bookies now and actually see what the odds are on Wolves staying up, because it's got to be pretty decent. But yeah, no, I mean, it just is not good enough, I'm afraid. It really is not good enough. And I'm not one of those Liverpool fans, oh, I demand a win, blah, 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 blah. Look, people lose at the end of the day. You lose professional sports contests all the time, and that's fine. And you got to take your medicine. But I mean, Liverpool, they've really, really shit the bed tonight. Really, really shit the bed. And I mean, to be honest, we probably need Aston Villa to beat Chelsea tomorrow, just so we can keep a bit of a gap on Chelsea, because I'd say we can forget top 3. That is not happening now, folks. I don't think top 4 is a possibility. I just hope Villa can beat Chelsea. Look, I mean, it's not a disaster if Chelsea win, because then it drags Villa even further into the mire. So maybe a defeat for Villa is not too bad. But I mean, the lads have thrown away a huge opportunity. If they did put this to bed now and then beaten Brighton, you're talking, off the top of my head, we would have had about 54, 55 points. We'd maybe need, 3 or 4 more wins from the last 9 games, 8 games, whatever it is now. Pretty much job done. And they have, all that hard work they've just done the last 3 months, they have, I mean, it's not totally ruined, because, look, I mean, if you'd have asked me, would I have taken Liverpool's position in September, I would have ripped your hand off for it, but I mean, they have really put themselves into the shit now. Let me just read the comments. Sorry, MC, for being rude. I'm in USA, Colorado, subbed and like. Oh, thank you very much, MT. That's very nice of you, dude. Very, very nice of you. Subbed and like, going to see Messi in a few weeks, Colorado versus Miami. Oh, very, very cool. Nice one. I actually had Colorado randomly enough in one of my shorts the other day, because I'm a massive this will give the game away, but I'm a big AEW fan, so I was very pleased with I was extremely pleased with the comments of some of the residents of Colorado at the arena, is the politest thing I will say. Anyway, I'm not going to get into all that because people know my political afflictions, but yeah, no, honestly, I'm let me put it this way. I tell you what, I'll put on my camera. That's lovely Leeds, by the way. This is actually the Mandela Gardens, if anyone's interested. So, in fact, I'll show you guys while you're here. So that statue there, that's the Nelson Mandela statue that we've got in the middle of Leeds. Mandela actually came here, and I decided, in my infinite wisdom when I was a student, to carry on working on my dissertation instead, which is a huge regret of mine because I missed the chance of seeing Nelson Mandela. But there we go. These are the gardens, by the way. Anyway, reason I'm showing you this is, you see just over there, there's a road round the corner. Round that corner are several public houses, otherwise known as pubs, if you're not familiar with what a public house is. I am going to take you guys in about 2 minutes down that road, and I am going to the pub, and I am going to have several drinks after that shower of shit I've just been subjected to. Oh, honestly, I mean, I am just ranted here, guys, I apologise, but I have had, like, I mean, the day was going to shit before now. That's just put the capper on. Some of you might have seen earlier, because I'm a massive horror movie fan, I just got the news that Bruce Campbell's got basically terminal cancer, treatable cancer, but it's not something he can recover from long term. I am absolutely gutted because I love Bruce Campbell. Ash and Evil Dead, one of my favourite, probably my favourite horror franchise, probably my favourite, one of my favourite actors. I absolutely love Bruce Campbell, and again, I put this out earlier, but just to say again, Bruce, not that you're ever going to be watching a Liverpool live stream from some random working class lad in Leeds, but if he could hear this, Bruce, I wish you all the best, mate. Stay strong. There's a lot of Evil Dead fans out there who absolutely love you, and look, he's not gone yet, and I hope he can get as many years as he possibly can do and enjoy the rest of his life. And just shout out to Bruce and his family, and we're here for you, mate, literally. You'll never walk alone, it's not just a slogan. So yeah, cheers, Bruce, and thank you for everything you've ever done. Anyway, right, the Liverpool of it all. In fact, folks, let me just sit down because my battery has 8%. However, I have one of those, you know them little batteries that you put on the back? One of these ones. I have one of those, so if you bear with me just 1 second. Let me see if I can get this to work. Ah, cool, nice one. Right, I've got full battery on that, so I can stop on for a bit. Right, in terms of Liverpool, I mean, I haven't worked it out. If anyone wants to follow me on Reddit, by the way, I've got a whole Liverpool thing there where I do analysis and stuff, which I have to do now. I've also got a Substack, so I need to write an article on that shit as well, which I'm going to do in the pub. So it might not be the most grammatically accurate article that I've ever done, put it that way. But off the top of my head, in terms of Liverpool now, I mean, the good thing is tomorrow, Chelsea have got Aston Villa and Newcastle have got Man United. Now, I mean, I don't think Newcastle have got hope in hell, but I mean, obviously if United beat Newcastle, I mean, Newcastle, that's game over. That Newcastle have to basically win, I would say, 90% of their matches. So even if United win, I suppose that's one good thing. Brentford didn't win tonight. It was a draw, so they haven't got anywhere closer to... Oh, no, in fact, I tell a lie, they've got a point closer to us. So that's not a disaster. The fact Villa are playing Chelsea, Liverpool are extremely, extremely lucky. Extremely lucky. Because whatever the result is, look, if it's a draw, that's actually decent for us. If it's a Villa loss, that's decent. And if it's a Chelsea loss, that's decent. So if there were... Basically now, that's the last fuck-up that Liverpool can have. There can be, excuse my language again, there can be no more fuck-ups now. They have pretty much got to be perfect the rest of the season, which means if they want to win a tournament... I mean, obviously, look, I mean, they have to beat Wolves on Friday. I think Wolves will probably beat us again. Purely for the fact that we have Galatasaray in 6 days, which obviously has to take priority. I don't think Arna's got a choice, to be honest. I think he's going to have to change virtually the whole side. And frankly, I don't think I'd have any of those players anywhere near at the minute. They need to go and give the Reds a wobble. Yeah, I would probably change the whole side for Friday. I would go... I like making lists, so I'll give you a list. I'd go for Mamadashvili, Andy Robertson. I mean, the trouble is with defence. I mean, there's not a great deal they can do, to be honest. Gomez at centre-back. I would have said Endo, but he's out for the season, so that's no good. So you'll have to do 45-45 with Canate and Van Dijk. Unless you play Gravenberch there, but then it's just like, well, what's the point? Because he needs a rest. Right back. I mean, that's the problem then with the right back, because if you play Gomez at centre back, then he can't cover for Frimpong, and I wouldn't be playing Frimpong because he's just come back from a hamstring injury. So basically, leave that one with me. I haven't got a bloody clue what it is they're going to do. I mean, we're so short of options right now. I mean, Jones will have to play central midfield. I would take Szoboszlai out because out of everyone, he needs to be fit. From the manager's point of view, I've not mentioned Slot too much. To be fair to Arna, and I know people are going to be going mental with him, and quite rightly so as well, because you can't be losing 2-1 to Wolves. In terms of Arna, look, he is missing a hell of a lot of players, quality players as well. I mean, you're talking what? I'm trying to think what, Leone, Bradley, Wirtz, Isak, Endo, Dan's is just back in track. Look, I would bugger the under-21s. No offence to Rob Page, because I know he needs Dan's. I would get Jayden Dan's in that squad as quickly as possible, because the one thing I'll give Jayden, look, he's still very raw, but he knows that lad knows where the goal is. I've seen him play 3 times at Anfield, and he is good. This lad is really good. I would have him straight back in the side, not in the side obviously, but in the squad. But he's been out with Dams, who could have been a good option. Oh, that's the sound of the police. Woo, woo. It's kicking off in Leeds. Let's have a look. Jesus Christ. Rats, police cars, Liverpool. Jeez, honestly. What a night. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the team for Friday. Yeah, Jones obviously has to go in central mid. I mean, obviously this would have been a game for Endo, but this is the problem now with everyone saying, oh, Endo's not good enough. Yeah, you're not saying that anymore, are you? Because he would have been perfect for that match. As would one Harvey Elliott if we'd simply had just brought him back from Aston Villa and avoided this nonsense that Harvey's got to go with. Harvey Elliott looked pretty good as a bench option right now. So again, another stupid decision by the club, in my opinion. As was, by the way, selling Luis Diaz and I am going to start saying it now. Whose bloody idea was that? What an absolutely absurd and ridiculous decision. Absolute nonsense. Selling one of the best wingers in the world for what? Because he's 28. I mean, Diaz is probably going to be playing until he's 34, 35. I said it was stupid at the time, and I said it would cost us, and it has. And if you were going to get rid of Diaz, and I'm going all over the place, they should have gone for Antoine Semenyo, and it's not just because I'm half Ghanaian. It's because Antoine Semenyo, and I'm very lucky to be half Ghanaian, is one of the best football players in the world at the minute. And how we didn't try and get that over the line. I mean, I'm more angry about that than the Mark Gay deal, quite honestly. Although that, again, completely stupid, because if we just forked out in August or September, whenever the bloody hell the transfer window's open, if we simply had just forked out for Mark Gay at the start when we bloody well knew that we had all these injuries, then we wouldn't have this problem now. We would have been qualified for the Champions League. And the club decided not to do that, and yeah, it's going to bite them on the arse, because if they're not careful, they're not going to qualify for fuck all. At the moment, I know we've just lost to Wolves, so I'm probably a bit pissy right now. I don't think we'll win a single thing. I mean, the Champions League after that. I don't want to be rude, but there is more chance of me winning Miss Teen fucking USA than Liverpool winning the Champions League. So if anyone's thinking that that's going to be the salvation, and we're going to be going to Budapest, well, to quote Hawkeye, you and I remember Budapest very differently. No chance, absolutely bloody no chance whatsoever. I probably need to start moving now, because I am just like randomly carrying on in Leeds City Centre, and there are people in houses looking at me at the minute. But yeah, no, like I said, folks, in terms of the team, Jones midfield, and then McAllister and Gravenberch give Sobbo the night off, and then maybe, in fact, no, bugger that, just play Trainee only. He needs playing anyway, he needs minutes. So yeah, in fact, that's what we're doing. Trainee only, Curtis Jones, and then we have a half and half with McAllister and Gravenberch, and then keep everyone fit for Galatasaray. And I hate sacking off the FA Cup, folks, because it's the greatest cup competition in the world. It really is, but we don't have a choice. If Liverpool play like they have done tonight against Galatasaray, the second leg will be a complete waste of time, because they'll be 3 or 4-0 down. They've outplayed us once this season as it is, and if Liverpool produce anything like they've done tonight, that will be an absolute bloody massacre, basically. So yeah, Curtis Jones, Neone, McAllister one half, Gravenberch second half maybe. Let's have a look. Yeah. I'm glad I amuse you, MT. Cheers, mate. Nah, that's fine, dude. That's fine. And then up front, I mean, look, it has to be Rare. It has to be Chiesa. And again, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to say this yet again to a lot of Liverpool fans. And look, as much as I love Redmen and the Anfield Rap, and I love all them guys, and I listen to them religiously. They are my favourite podcast. And I love the Anfield Rap, and I love Redburn, I love This Is Anfield, and I love a lot of the content creators. Trying to think, like Courtney Neary, she's brilliant. Chloe Bloxham, she's brilliant. Abigail Rudkin, I'm trying to think. Keo, he's really cool as well. The guy who looks like me, I forgot his name, he's a really good journalist. The journalist who works for ESPN as well, whose name I forget. There's loads of really good Liverpool content creators, but I'm sorry, this needs saying. This shit about Chiesa is just what I've said, utter and complete shit. You've got all these professors basically saying he's not good enough to play for Liverpool, and it's like, based on what? Based on what? Like, literally, like, Wolves scored tonight, and Federico Chiesa was furnished with what, 40 seconds? 2 minutes? Whatever it was. What is he supposed to... What on earth is the man supposed to do with that exactly? I mean, bloody hell, he was one of the... I mean, at least he nearly bloody scored at the end. I mean, it wasn't the best shot in the world, obviously, but at least he got a bloody effort on target. I'll give him that. So this thing, sometimes, of Liverpool fans just coming out with utter and complete nonsense, as far as I'm concerned, saying Chiesa isn't good enough. And, like, look, if Federico Chiesa had been played for, I don't know, let's say if he'd had 20 starts on the bounce and he scored no goals, then I would have said, yeah, he's not good enough. You can't judge the bloke on the amount of time and games he's been given. And by the way, I would remind everyone that Federico Chiesa single-handedly is responsible for 5 points Liverpool have accrued on his own. There was the Sunderland clearance. In fact, no, it's 4 points, isn't it? Sunderland clearance, the amazing goal he scored at Bournemouth. He set up Ekatike for a couple in that match against Southampton. He very nearly got a support. That was the one he nearly got a support against Crystal Palace, because he was the only one that's actually bugger all in that match because he scored. I'm trying to think, he scored against Karabag. He set up Gackers for the equaliser against Man United. I mean, there's another 2 points if we hadn't buggered everything up at the end. I'm sure he's done something. I mean, that goal line clearance at Sunderland was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So, I mean, look, the Chiesa thing's a separate point, but I just think it's absolute nonsense to... Like I said, if Federico Chiesa had played a half a season and he'd scored, let's say, 1 goal out of 26, 27 games, that I could fully understand. But what is he supposed to do with 3 minutes worth of football? There's nothing the man can do with that. It's nonsense. So yeah, for my money, Chiesa's got to play. Ingamo, and look, I actually hope Federico Chiesa leaves, not because I want him to leave. He's too good to be messed around like this, as far as I'm concerned. If Federico Chiesa was fit, he would do very, very well for a top 6 side. Very, very well. I mean, if he hadn't had the injuries, you're talking one of the best strikers in the world. And we don't play him as a striker for a starter, which is neither use nor ornament. You know what I mean? So, Gakpo, I mean, Jesus Christ. I've been staunch defender of Cody, but even I can see there is something up at the minute. I don't think I'd even have him in the squad, to be honest. I'd probably just fly into Turkey now and just say, right, you get yourself rested up, lad, and we'll see you there, and sort your head out, because his head's gone. I mean, Salah, I don't even know the words. Absolutely wretched. I know he scored tonight, but I mean, woeful again. So yeah, I'd go Chiesa, Rio, and then honestly, I do not know. If Jadon Danns is anywhere near fit, I would put Jadon Danns honestly in the front three. And I would just say to all the other lads, give your head a wobble and go and get yourself sorted out before Galatasaray, because unfortunately we are folks going to have to sack the FA Cup off. But then again, is that sensible? In fact, I'm going to start walking, guys, because I desperately need to go for a drink after, because I have been to the gym as well, so I'll take you through Leeds. Yeah, is it sensible to sack off the FA Cup? Probably not, but are we going to win the Champions League realistically? I mean, based on that, people are going, oh, we've got to play Chelsea and Paris Saint-Germain, we're going to be... Guys, we'll be looking to beat Galatasaray. Based on that performance, I'm sorry. But, you know, I honestly, I don't know what to do for the best, I really don't. Like I said, I'm not one of these cringy arse whinging Liverpool fans, and again I just want to say congratulations to Wolverhampton Wanderers. You deserve to win the match because you scored the 2 goals. Simple as that, no arguments. So congratulations to Wolves. I hope you can pull off the great escape, I really do, because it's a waste of time Wolves actually being in the Championship. I mean, I'm sure their fans will be absolutely gutted, but it's a complete waste of time. Because they are just going to romp away with that league. It's going to end up being... I can see Wolves getting 100 points next season. I really can do. They shouldn't be in that position in the first place. Hey, DT, how you going, mate? You all right? Yeah, so all in all, pretty shit, it has to be said, pretty shit. So I'm going to, for once, defer to my old type, and I'm going to go to the pub on a school night. And I'm going to have a couple of glasses of red wine because it's been a truly awful day. I'm going to sit down, chill out for a bit. I'm not even going to get the bus this time. I'm going to treat myself to an Uber. You know, I know how to live in style, don't I? £5 Uber and 2 glasses of red wine for £6 from Wetherspoons. Right, we're in the middle of these now, so you might see some amusing sights coming up, folks. Bloody hell, it's a bit lively over there. Thank you. I don't know what the hell that was all about. By the way, if anyone's just joined me, you missed a live rat getting involved in the live stream earlier. Like I said, hi DT, you're all right, pal. Like I said, even the rats are hard in Yorkshire, honestly. So yeah, in fact, I'll tell you what, I'll show you a bit of Leeds. There we go, instead of my ugly mug. So that's the lovely Radisson Hotel, and that's the light. For those of you who don't know Leeds, that is it is a pretty cool town for very strange, weirdo, adjacent people. So I will try and take you on a quiet street if I can do. Yes, because I've now been followed by this loud group of people. Yeah, so just to finish up on Liverpool, guys. Let me have a look. DT, not been to Leeds for over 20 years. Oh, DT, mate, you're missing a treat, pal. You're missing a treat. Do you know what? A lot of the times, dude, you could literally, I'm trying to show you, I forgot what it's called now. Basically, down that street, there's a load of bars. I have spent hours in this city nursing a pint, just looking out the window, literally going, what in God's name are these people doing? You know what I mean? Like, me and the missus used to, we used to live, I don't know if you remember DT, but, I don't know if you ever went, but when you went to Leeds, I don't know if you went to an area called Hyde Park. Hyde Park's like the studenty area, so if you think of where the cricket ground is, so Headingley is in where England play in the Ashes and all that business, it's quite close to there. And me and the missus would literally get a bottle. Well, she wasn't missus at the time. She was one of my mates at the time. And we would literally get like a couple of bottles of wine. And we used to have like this fountain that was like a fruit terrace. So we like I said, she wasn't the missus at the time. We had this like weird, wacky, crazy group of like 20-plus-year-old drinkers and this, that, and the other. And other people who didn't like drink, shall we say. Anyway, I don't want to get them into trouble with their employers, so I'll keep that to myself. But yeah, no, we used to, actually, that is Leeds City Library. There you go, that's the art gallery. Yes, this bit of the city is quite cool. Oh, actually, are those TV people? Ooh. I wonder. I might hang around here actually because they look suspiciously like TV trucks, which we do have in this area. But yeah, no, what I was saying, mate, was basically we would have we'd have a couple of bottles of wine. We'd literally just sit on these massive steps that we used to have outside the house, and we'd just watch divvies, as the wife would say, or divvy as she would say. And make sure I don't get run over by that bus. And we would literally just be sat there watching chavs, basically like fighting each other, and we were just falling over laughing. I mean, let me get onto a quieter road. And yeah, I mean, obviously that wasn't the safest thing we could have done. That is, I'm trying to show you. These are like the old civic-y buildings. The Wetherspoons that I'm going to, by the way, is just over there. And yes, I am going to Wetherspoons. I might even take you in Wetherspoons, and you can watch me order a drink, actually. No, it's not just what I do. And God, this street's quite quiet usually at this time of night. There we go, quiet street. Leeds is a bit weird, actually, because, like, you have these really, really noisy streets, and then literally around the corner, there's like this, I don't know, other universe where there's no chaos going on. But yeah, we would just watch chav fighting, and yeah, I'll put myself back on now. There we go. Whew. Yeah, we would literally just watch chavs fighting, and like now, obviously, because we've got a a very young man in the house. I mean, the most exciting thing me and the wife do on bloody Saturdays, she does her Lego, and I sit there and watch movie trailers and do my live streams. And then she goes outside for a cigarette, and we usually take 2 cups of tea out with us for our big drink on Saturday night. That's literally as exciting as it gets at my house on a Saturday. But yeah, good memories anyway. Let me have a look. No idea, mate. I just went out there once and got absolutely smashed. Good lad, DT. Well, if you ever want to come up, mate, you look us up, and we'll have a conversation about mental health and all that good stuff. Yeah. We'll go and get smashed. You tell me your tipple, mate, and I'll get you on in before I meet you. I'm a what do I like? Well, I like my red wine, and as you know, and I also have a predilection for whiskey. Unfortunately, single malts in a glass with the ice, often not with a mixer, which has got me into various trouble over. Head off shortly. Just quickly to finish up on the report. Look, basically, long story short, I am obscenely grateful that I went to the gym for the first half, unlike the rest of you who were subjected to that absolute fawning pile of shite. Bloody hell, I really apologise for swearing tonight, folks. I do not do swearing, as you know, on my live streams a lot. But yeah, there we go. Oh, yes, I'm in a bad reception area, actually, DT, sorry. I don't drink much these days. I do like a single malt. Good man, I like a single malt as well, mate. Yeah, I do like a whiskey. I quite like brandy as well, actually, mate, to be honest. Yeah, neat, yes, absolutely, mate, absolutely. Do you know what, dude, I really, really like, because back in the day, like all of us in the 90s, I just used to want to go out and get absolutely hammered, and now I just like my drink. I like just sitting there with, you know what I mean, like a decent whiskey, very, very full glass, and just sitting there and nursing it for a good couple of hours and just chilling out, you know what I mean? So yeah, there we go. Let's have a look. Neat. Got to be neat. Got to be neat. What's your favourite subject? Minus subject. What's my favourite subject? Oh, what's my favourite? As in, what's my favourite whiskey? I do like Jack Daniels. I know that is like the thing that everyone says, but I do like a bit of JD. What's the other one I like? I've had a really nice one recently. Famous Grouse, obviously. That's really good. My old fella used to like Famous Grouse, actually. That's probably where I've got it from. By the way, folks, this is the main strip of Leeds. So, Mr. Depression talk. This is where you and me will be going drinking. So I will just show you. Yeah, it's nice down here, actually. Like, this place, literally in the summer. So, it doesn't look like it mix. It's bloody freezing, hence why I'm trying to get indoors. That's a nice area, actually. Dakota. So that, for anyone who might be watching, by the way, if you're wondering what's going on the podcast, I'm currently showing DT around my home city. So just there, actually was where they filmed Secret Invasion. Obviously the horrendously awful Marvel TV series. And we actually had... who was it? Not Sam. Oh yeah, no, Sam Jackson was here, and we had Amelia Clark and Rhodey. I forgot what his name is. Don Cheadle. They were all here, which was cool. So yeah, yeah. This is these are all the bars in Leeds, basically, which are all closed now. They've all gone to sleep. But just up there, if you guys can see over there, is a lovely Weatherspoons. And I am going to go and sit in there and have several glasses of wine after that appalling pile of shit I've just been served up with from Liverpool Football Club. So yeah, there we go. What's the single malt? I don't know, TT, to be honest. Because to be honest, I've just been recently. I'll just put my ugly head back on for another couple of minutes. Been buying single malts from like a local. We've got like a local offie that do like decent whiskies, but they're not named. If you see what I mean, they literally just say single malt. So I've got no idea what the bloody hell I've actually been drinking, but they're actually really nice, to be honest. Way better than the shit that we used to get back in the day. But yeah, you should try Suntory Toki. Oh, let me take a picture, mate, and I will take you up on that. There we are. Right, I've taken an image, DT, so I'll have a look. Expensive, not expensive. Renosoma. I'll just call you Ren, dude. How you doing, Ren? You alright? Barhausen's. Cardi, how you doing, Cardi? You alright? Oh, I love the way everyone's now turning up when I'm about to go to the pub. I'm so tempted to take you guys into the pub. But I'm not sure what the actual rules are on the filming in public houses. I can't imagine it would go down extremely well, to be honest. But I'll show you the rest of it as well. There's a nice Irish bar. Where's the Irish bar? Oh yeah, there we go. My face is on. It's a nice Irish bar over there. There's an Indian just there. That's a nice one as well. Oh, can you? Oh. Ooh. As tempting as it is, DT, as tempting as it is, I think, to be honest, like I said, after the day I've just had, because obviously with your subject matter, you're into your mental health. Obviously, I am going to go and put myself in a little quiet corner and have a couple of glasses of wine and just go, I think, to be honest. So, yes, but that's not a bad idea at all. I might well do that, to be honest. I'm not sure you guys should see me in a pub drinking after a Liverpool loss, because I would probably lose my YouTube rights and privileges if I start on the ale. You all have had a whiskey as smooth as Tokyo, I promise you. Oh, nice one, mate, nice one. Yeah, I've taken a picture, DT, anyway, so I will, that little diary that I show you, as soon as I get into that boozer just over there, I will literally write that down. Where do you get it from? Is it have you got to order it, or can you get it from like a Tesco or an Asda or something? I love the way this is like a Liverpool live stream, and I've ended up like talking about how Amazon. Right, okay. Let's take a picture again. Cool. Right, that's going in the diary. So you're going in the diary again, dude. Yes. Anyway, right, folks. 30 quid. Oh yeah, that's not too bad, is it? If it's quite a big bottle, that's all right, isn't it? Hey, Jordan, how you doing? You all right? Everyone's turning up now while I'm about to go to the pub. Yes, folks. Like I said, top headline is that was fucking awful, absolutely awful. So just to cap my day and just to give you the main headlines, I've just had a live stream interrupted by a rat. Bruce Campbell has been diagnosed with terminal cancer. I found out that this morning, which I cried about, which was horrendous. Liverpool have just lost, and I'm now going to have to fork out for a taxi because I've just missed my last bus. Literally, I've just seen it go. So, yeah. I'm going to go and have 3 or 4 glasses of red wine. I'm going to go home. I'm going to buy a kebab, which completely ruins the whole 2.5 hours I just spent at the gym. Yeah, I'm just going to go to bed. As soon as I get home, have 6 hours sleep, and I'm going to wake up and just try again tomorrow, because that was just not a very good day, to be honest. But yeah, cheers, dude. Nice one. I'll catch you soon, mate. Stay safe. Yeah, you too, DT. Thanks very much for walking over with us, mate. It was pleasure to talk to you as usual. Top gent. Like I said, I will have a look on. In fact, I'll tell you what, mate. I will have a look on Amazon now, and go from there. George Holtman. That seems awful. What is in my day? Yeah, it was a terrible day, George. Absolutely terrible. Look, I mean, there was one good thing tonight, and I'll just say this again before I go. Thank you very much to Wolverhampton Wanderers for what you did for Diogo tonight. Those tifos were absolutely amazing. And look, at the end of the day, honouring the memory, as much as I'm pissed off we've lost, honouring the memory of Diogo Jota is way more important than some stupid arse football match. So, like I said, I'll always say this: Diogo, I miss you, mate. Still to this day, we love you, and yeah, you'll never walk alone to your family and everything. And like I said, the Bruce Campbell news that I got today, I mean, like I said, I won't keep going on about his folks, but I'm a massive Evil Dead fan, I'm a massive horror movie fan, and Bruce is one of my heroes, and I genuinely hope he can enjoy the rest of his life, and I hope he's got many more years that he can beat this, but it doesn't sound good. So that's what, again, that is way more important than me twatting about, going on about Liverpool losing a football match. So Bruce, again, if you're out there, mate, if you ever hear this, I absolutely love you, mate, and your Deadite army is here to support you. Yeah, that's all I can say, really. George Holtman, except for the Liverpool loss, I was quite happy about that. So that's fine, George. Don't worry about it. I don't mind a bit of banter and piss taking. Look. To be honest, George, I can't really argue, mate. We deserve to lose at the end of the day. I'm not one of them Liverpool fans. Oh, we've had 90% possession. No. Wolves scored 2 goals. We scored 1. Ergo, Wolves deserve to win the football match. Simple as that. No excuses. Crack on. Stop making excuses and rectify it in the next match, because that sucked. It was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap up now, because I'm absolutely bloody freezing. I've literally been wandering around the streets of Leeds for about an hour and a half now, looking like a right weirdo. Normal service will be resumed tomorrow. Believe it or not, I do actually have a house that I live in, so I will be doing my live stream for Monday Night Raw tomorrow. Yeah, you too, George. Goodbye. Take care of yourself, mate. Look after yourself. Thanks for coming on, pal. Appreciate it. Yes, so I'll be doing my Monday Night Raw live stream probably about 10:30 tomorrow night, in an actual house this time. What am I doing after that? AEW live stream will be on Thursday, 10:30. Haven't got any on Friday. Oh, yes, no, I take that back. Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Liverpool again, Friday night in the FA Cup. I don't know if I'm there to do a live stream for that, to be honest. I really don't. I will try, even if we lose, I will try and come on for a little bit anyway. Saturday, I'll be doing the live SmackDown show, talking about SmackDown, obviously. By the way, if you're wondering why is he doing a Liverpool thing and a wrestling thing, I'm a massive pro wrestling fan as well. It's a very weird channel that covers like horror, comic cons, toy hunts, Liverpool Football Club, football stadium tours, and horror movies and blah 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 blah. So there's something for everyone, basically. So yeah, I'll be unfortunately covering the second Wolves match, which I really don't want to do after that shower of shit that I've just seen. SmackDown, and am I doing anything else this week? I don't think I am. I might be going to Manchester this week. I'm with my lads, so there might be a couple of vlogs from like some geeky toy shops like Affleck's Palace and Gold Star or whatever it's called in Manchester. How are things in the Great Brit? Hugh Bartlam. I can't even see that. Hello, Hugh. You've just come on, mate, as I'm about to wrap up. So, how are things going, Hugh? Let me put it this way: Liverpool Football Club have just lost. So, you see that building over there? That is called a pub. I am about to go into that pub and drink because I feel very sorry for myself, and I've just seen Liverpool lose. So, yes. Don't you come with this Londoner accent. This is not London, mate. This is Yorkshire. No, I live in Leeds, Hugh. Do I sound like I've got a London accent? I usually sound like a Brummie, to be honest. I'm actually from the West Midlands, so I turn into a bit of a Brummie sometimes. No, definitely not from London, dude. Definitely not from London. But yes. Right, folks, I'm going to head off because it is freezing out here and I need to go and get some food. I need to go and get some wine because that was a hideous, hideous day. But thanks for keeping me company, guys. Yeah, football, huge football, yeah. Liverpool, unfortunately. Then we lost this evening, which I'm just complaining about in the middle of Leeds, in the freezing cold, outside a pub, as you do. But there we go. The joys of life. I don't really, that's actually cheered me up. Someone's just said that's what she said. Oh dear. You wouldn't know I'm 46, would you? And if anyone just walks by and says that's what she said, literally that's the only thing you've got to do to make me laugh. I hate soccer, dude. I can't stand it at all. Oh, okay, Hugh, fair enough. American stuff. I like pro wrestling, if that's any good. WWE, AEW, what other American stuff do I like? I like food in America. Have I just assumed that you're from America, by the way, without me checking? Sorry if you're not American, by the way, man. I've literally just realised I don't think you've actually even put that. Yeah, America. I love New York City. I went there about 18, 19 years ago, and still to this day it's one of the best places I've ever been. Like, a lot of people complain about New York and all that, but I absolutely loved it. I loved just how busy it was, just like when the lights go where it says don't walk or whatever and everyone's got to go. Like, I just love how fast paced and everything it was. I thought it was absolutely freaking awesome. Hope to come back at one day. In fact, my favourite thing in the United States is San Diego Comic Con, which is something that I would love to do at some point. But yes, there we go. Right, folks, I am going to head off now because I'm freezing cold and I want a beer. Right, guys, cool, nice one. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for keeping me company. Thank you very much, Liverpool Football Club, for completely ruining my life. God bless Diogo Jota, and above all today, Bruce Campbell. I love you, mate, and take care of yourself. Right, see you later, folks. Bye-bye.